I don't know about that.
Just one time.
The one time I had that dengue fever so badly, I got in there. Well, I never remembered even getting there, and they just took me in and took care of me. Well, I don't know how long I was out. It's usually, I guess more than a week. And I woke up, came to that is, see, after that attack of that fever was over, in the hospital tent. Then they had me laying out there among the dead, and they was stinking. Smell awful. And I said, "Is anyone awake?" I called, no one answered. Is not someone awake here or alert? And we probably never did see him. A voice spoke up there and said, I asked him where that horrible smell come from. He said, the boy in the next to you there in that was clawed up by a tiger. Was killed and clawed up. Just immediately was what he said, just clawed all the backside where he jumped up there on him. And I never did know. That's one reason I am so afraid of this health program. You go and do and go and do, and you never know from it. And I asked him, I said, now, I'd like to see my records of this. And the reply I got was a plain lie, and I knew it. Said, your record was burned in the fire in Washington. Huh? And do we want something like that now? Mm-hmm. The government in charge of this? I know we have fraud and people packing. It's not a perfect job out there. The doctors charge us too much. That could be corrected, but at least you'd be in charge of what happened to you.
This thing, it's almost full. It'll hold about 3 or 4 more minutes.
Oh.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before it fills up?
Tell them that you're glad to be talking to them.
Yeah. My wife's in my mouthpiece. She just told me to tell you that I'm glad to be talking to you. I'll be glad to see them again. I live here in the most beautiful spot in Wilkes County, I guess. As beautiful as any I've seen. And I'm Wilkes County born. Bobby, let me tell you about this merchant over in Calcutta. I went into his place of business. I sold her, yeah. And said, where are you from, among other things? Where are you from? Oh, I'm from North Carolina. Oh, yes, North Carolina. I've heard of that. See, it was Oxford University in England. Big, you know. And I said, well, never heard of it. I said, well, I'm Elkin, North Carolina. And no, I never heard of Elkin. So I thought, well, Wilkes County. Actually, I was born up in Wilkes County, just out of Elkin. Said, Wilkes County, yeah, I know that. Yeah. hitting Harlem, Kentucky, and Chicago's gangster and all that, you know. And, you know what he had done, Wilkes down for the alcohol capsule, you know, the bootlegging and all that stuff, and way back, you know. And so, yeah, he'd do. And I said, now you're taking a hard look at Wilkes County. I said, you would not believe it. And he didn't. And I couldn't persuade him. But some of the finest people I've ever seen was Wilkes Countyans. Mm-hmm. And you've gone out among the others enough to know that too. Some of the finest. There's an example. You know where Little Mountain is over here on the Rhonda Trap Hill Road. Mm-hmm. Went to Rhonda High School. I was fortunate to go up there one year. And I enjoyed my stay up in Roaring River. I went up there mad as could be. The job I'd waited for 8 years to be built was pulled in by someone from up in the mountains and out of the area. I was really angry. And I went up there and not knowing what to expect, or in a new situation, you know, you're moving into, you have little apprehensions. But I found out in going there that God had me in, he wanted me there. He didn't want me down here in that new school they built there, down in Pleasant Ridge or Pleasant Hill, whatever they call it. And I learned to love those people up there. And they treated me with so much respect, as I did everywhere. See, I worked in Yadkin County 2 years, Surrey County for 8 more, and finished up at Pleasant Ridge and over there together. I was all that they had for a principal there. Pleasant Ridge. Well, the second year out, I was an assistant principal in Jacksonville School. Mm-hmm. The second year out, assistant. I was the one that saw that everything was cleaned up by the janitor and all that. You know. I jokingly said to Rachel that I was a janitor pusher.
Alrighty, sounds good. This thing is going to cut off any second now. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, just tell them I'd love to say I'm not what I have been, but I'm what the Lord wants me to be. I feel that He used me greatly to talk to people and teach school, and the church at Little Elkin was so gracious to me. Put me in as a deacon, and I want to retire, and I just can't put myself to retiring. I just sort of go along. I can't hear good, and I can't see good. I'm not much help, and I just go along.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the comments. I hope to get by and see you again another day.
Yeah, well, that'd be fine.
I've enjoyed it. I'll share your testimony.
It's great.
All righty. Thank you.